Thank you.
What's it been like for you here so far? And your teammates before the break were just talking about getting the chance to connect with you and having a good time.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind of an experience. I've never been training pre-season, so I was joking around saying I feel like a new kid at school, at a different school this morning at practice. But it's been good. Everyone's been really welcoming from the top to the bottom of the organization. So ready to get going here.
Mark has talked about kind of wanting to measure twice and cut once when it comes to integrating you into the team. What have you learned about just kind of style of play and how you might kind of fit into what's already being done here?
Yeah, I mean, we're rolling. They were rolling long before I got here, so I'm not trying to disrupt that. I'm trying to add to it and just help us in any way that I can. Certainly, the style of play, ball moves, the players move. You're reading before the catch and making the right plays, and that fits right up my alley and what I want to do. So, just focused on trying to do that, trying to help the team.
You mentioned that this team had been rolling long before you got here. What had just been your perception of what this group has been able to do over the course of this year so far?
Yeah, incredible for how young most of the guys are, and I think the poise that they showed for such young players is unique. Obviously, have some guys like Shea and Jada who are able to take over a game by themselves, and that definitely helps. But everybody seems to do their job. I think that was another thing, is that everyone does their job. They play to their strengths. And, it's a team first thing. So I think that's what was impressive to me.
Gordon, Mark, before you step in a team that's in a playoff race.
I'm sorry, one more
In
time.
fact, you step into a team that's in a playoff race.
Yeah, it's exciting. That's why I just want to do what I can to help us and help us continue to win and provide some stuff so when we get into the playoffs, we'll be a little more successful.
When Mark said, you're not here to be a chaperone, they want you to be a player, not like an old guy who guides these guys. But are there some intangible things you think you can bring to a younger team from that standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, just experience. I think, that's something you just have to learn. And this is my 14th year in the league, so just having that experience is something that hopefully I can help with.
You have an idea to play?
Yeah, went through practice today. It's been probably 7 weeks since I played, so I think that goes along with what Coach Mark said about kind of merging me in. But I've had the nice thing about kind of when I got traded was I've had another week and a half because of the long break, to continue to get work in and work out. I was here for most of the break, and so that's good from that standpoint.
Do you expect to play tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go through, and if they play me, then I'll be ready to go.
You've obviously been in the league a while. What have you sort of kind of heard about the Thunder, the organization, and how is that sort of matched up in just the few days that you've been?
Yeah, just first-class organization. That's everything that you hear from the top to the bottom. They do things the right way, and that aligns exactly with how I've been treated and what I've experienced so far.
When you were here 2 weeks ago with the Hornets, did you think this was a possibility at all?
Yeah, there was talks about it. I tend to let all that stuff, have my agent deal with all that stuff. I try to just focus on what I'm doing out on the court. But certainly my agent had made me aware that it was a possibility.
You trade teams before. What's the biggest thing when you come to a new team? Is it learning the system or getting your sea legs because you haven't played in a real game for a while?
I mean, both those things. Those are two different challenges to be met. I think one, you got new terminology, new players that you're trying to adjust to play with them, and new coaches and kind of a new system. But for me personally, just after being injured, you're trying to find your rhythm and find your legs. And there's not, you can work it all you want, but it's something like getting out there and playing.
Do you have a vision for what your role will be with the team?
Yeah, just help us win.
What was the day of the trade like? What were your emotions that day?
So I kind of knew something was going to happen before officially getting traded, and just talking with my agent a lot, talking with my family. I have my 4 kids and wife that are back home in Charlotte, and so trying to figure out how they can come see me was kind of a big piece of it, and the travel part. My kids are still in school, so being able to see them, but still do my job and kind of trying to balance that and schedule that out.
So are they going to stay in Charlotte with your family?
They'll be back and forth. My kids are in school, so it's too late to take them out of school. We'll do some remote learning and stuff, but for the most part, they'll still be doing school. And when we have homestands, they'll come out and be with me here and watch and cheer on. My kids are super excited about it. I think the organization got me little Thunder jerseys, and so they haven't been to games, like I said, in 7 weeks, and so they love going to the games, mostly to watch like the dancers and stuff, not really to watch the game. But they're definitely excited about going.
You've always been a guy that's played 30 plus minutes a game. I don't know what your role is going to look like here, but if it is less than that, maybe 20 minutes one night, 18 another, like how do you think you'll adjust to a different role?
Just like I said, I think just being focused on trying to do what I can to help us win, no matter how long that is out there on the court. I think if you're focused on that, everything else takes care of itself.
Gordon, before you actually play games, do you talk to guys about just where you want to catch the ball and just like preferences and things that they like? Are you guys having those conversations?
No, I haven't talked to anybody about that type of stuff yet. Mostly talk to them about defense. What are we doing defensively? What am I supposed to do defensively? Every team's got kind of differences and philosophies and switching and how they guard things. So that's what my focus is. I mean, I think if I focus on the defensive part first, the offense will come.
What are your thoughts on the defense and like how you fit in?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a versatile defender, so being able to guard multiple players from multiple positions is something that I feel like I can help with. So, try not to let the other team score.
Going back to the pre-draft process or the years in between, have you had any relationship with Sam?
Yeah, we talked about my pre-draft workout when I first got here. It was at a different facility, and it feels like forever ago. But certainly I've kept in touch with him over the years, just as far as we play the Thunder and say hello, and things like that. So excited to finally get a chance to meet her.
Anything last one to go workout?
No, man. I had like 14 or 15 draft workouts, and that was too long ago. So it's hard to say.
And just one more. I know you couldn't wear number 20 here. You've worn it your whole career, 133.
Yeah, there wasn't that many numbers to choose from. I'm 33 years old, and Larry Bird's 33. So there you go.
Thanks, Gordon.
Thanks guys.